There are discoveries that challenge our understanding of the universe. And then there are discoveries that destabilize it. The kind that don't just raise questions, but erase assumptions we didn't even realize we were standing on. What if a single image, never meant to be seen, captured in silence and buried in classified systems, contained evidence of something not merely unexplained, but deliberately engineered? Something that should not exist. The James Webb Space Telescope, humanity's most powerful eye on the cosmos, has allegedly leaked an image so anomalous that NASA scientists were urged to classify it immediately. The order came too late. The image escaped. And what it shows is not science fiction. It is 3I, Atlas, a visitor from beyond our solar system, behaving in ways no natural object ever should. What Webb observed may confirm a fear scientists rarely say out loud. Stay with me, because this mystery is only beginning. The image that ignited the astronomical community came from a high-resolution infrared sweep during a routine Webb observation window. What appeared in the data was unsettling. 3I, Atlas, first catalogued as a comet, was emitting a narrow, concentrated beam of light from its sun-facing side. Not reflected glare. Not scattered illumination. A focused projection, clean, coherent, and directional. The beam sliced through space, sharply defined, nothing like the diffuse glow associated with comets. Even more disturbing was the structure around the object's core. The light revealed symmetry, precise, repeating geometry arranged in 120-degree intervals, forming a hexagonal pattern. Chaos does not arrange itself this way. Off the record, researchers at the European Southern Observatory reportedly described the structure as mechanical in appearance, not natural. Not random. Intentional. Then the physics broke. A comet's tail is governed by a simple rule: it always points away from the sun. Radiation pressure makes that unavoidable. Until now. 3I, Atlas did the opposite. Its tail flowed toward the sun, defying every accepted model. Initial explanations blamed extreme dust jets, but simulations collapsed under scrutiny. The flow was too symmetrical. Too controlled. Webb's data made it worse. The tail pulsed in rhythmic intervals, synchronized with the object's 16-hour rotation. Each pulse showed a thermal spike followed by an abrupt drop, patterns eerily similar to propulsion cycling rather than natural outgassing. The particles within the tail didn't absorb sunlight like cosmic dust. They reflected and redirected it. Manipulated it. Some scientists quietly floated a terrifying idea: radiation-based steering. A solar sail, or something far more advanced. And then there was the trajectory. 3I, Atlas did not drift through the solar system. It navigated it. Entering from above the ecliptic plane, it executed a precise gravity-assist path past Mars, Venus, and Jupiter, nearly identical to trajectories engineered by NASA for deep space missions. Avi Loeb suggested it resembled a Voyager-style slingshot sequence, except this object wasn't conserving energy. It was gaining speed. The math was brutal. The probability of such a path occurring by chance was estimated at less than 1 in a billion. Perfect for deploying sensors. Perfect for observation. And just as Earth's telescopes reached peak visibility, the object vanished behind the sun, exactly when monitoring became impossible. It was as if it knew when not to be seen. Despite being the fastest and largest interstellar object ever detected, official channels fell silent. No statements from U.S. Space Command. No briefings from planetary defense agencies. Leaked documents from the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office suggested something chilling. 3I, Atlas was being used in live planetary threat simulations. Not as a hypothetical. as a real-world test case. Behind closed doors, analysts debated what would happen if it changed course. Or if it transmitted something. Independent researchers examining the leaked image noticed a detail Webb hadn't emphasized, a faint geometric imprint near the luminous region. Invisible in optical light, but unmistakable in infrared. A triangular formation with a central void, encircled by perfectly spaced arcs. Too precise to be noise. Too stable to be an artifact. The pattern rotated consistently with the object itself. The resemblance to ancient symbolic geometries was uncomfortable. Sumerian. Vedic. Patterns long dismissed as myth. Mainstream science scoffed, but the geometry remained. And its presence implied something terrifying: design. A mark. And soon after, observatories attempting follow-up observations received cease and desist notices citing national security and data control protocols. Private satellite companies reported revoked access and unexplained system outages. Then came leaked diplomatic cables. An unscheduled closed-door meeting at the United Nations Office for Outer Space Affairs. 5 major spacefaring powers agreed to a joint silence protocol. No disclosures without unanimous consent. That isn't how science behaves. That's how containment behaves. Webb's next scheduled observation never happened. Internal memos claimed its autonomous tracking system initiated a focus lock refusal, something that had never occurred before. The telescopes simply would not align. Engineers were baffled. At the same time, amateur astronomers reported rhythmic flashes from the region where 3I ATLAS should have been. Sharp, deliberate pulses, like a camera flash turned outward into the void. Watching the watchers. Metadata later revealed the leaked image hadn't come from a scheduled observation at all. It originated from an automated diagnostic sweep, never cleared through the Space Telescope Science Institute. That raised 2 questions no one could answer. How did it escape? And how much else never will? Then instruments began failing. Spectrometers drifted. Gyroscopes desynchronized. Radio signals warped unpredictably near the object's last known position. Satellites passing near its projected path went dark. Not from emission, but from absorption. As if something there was feeding. Buried in Webb's telemetry logs, analysts discovered patterned fluctuations in the return signal. When converted into binary, the data formed complex sequences. When mapped biologically, the structures resembled RNA. Not a message. A blueprint. A catalyst. And then 3I ATLAS disappeared. No exhaust. No thermal trail. One impossible angular deviation, and gone. Moments before vanishing, it emitted a final burst, 13 evenly spaced flashes. Not language. A countdown. Another leak surfaced, darker than the rest. 3I ATLAS was not the first. It was the third. Oumuamua, Borisov. Each arrived 6 years apart. Each penetrated deeper into the inner solar system. Internal briefings repeated a phrase in red text: contact phase imminent. The pulses, when analyzed by advanced anomaly detection models, didn't resolve into warnings. They resolved into behavior, self-modifying, recursive, adaptive. Not hardware. Software. A living algorithm encoded in light. Then something truly disturbing happened. A microwave transmission was detected, not from deep space, but from near-Earth orbit, aimed precisely at the object's last position. The signal contained fragments of human communication protocols. Someone responded. Afterward, Earth itself seemed to react. Deep-sea organisms altered their bioluminescent rhythms. The ionosphere fluctuated without solar cause. Plant circadian cycles shifted. Biological systems across the planet responded to something unseen, as if a signal had embedded itself into the magnetic field. When scientists mapped the trajectories of all three interstellar visitors together, the pattern emerged. A spiral. Tightening. Aimed directly at Earth's orbit. The leaked reconstruction of 3I, ATLAS revealed a surface of infinite fractals, recursive geometry extending inward without end. When translated into waveforms, the structure mirrored neural activity during REM sleep and moments of insight. A brain. The final horror came in sound. Radiation converted into audio revealed oscillations matching human dream states. Multiple listeners reported the same visions. Spirals. Light. An eye. And then Webb did something impossible. During calibration, it activated an undocumented override. For 47 seconds, it transmitted to an unknown node. No image. Just a burst of structured silence. A handshake. Hours later, an observatory in Argentina detected a new object. Larger. Slower. On a familiar path. The data vanished. The observatory went offline. One image escaped. 3 sharp points. A spiral wake. Artificial radio emission. This was never exploration. It was a sequence. They are not sending messages. They are messages. And Earth may already be receiving them.